Okay, so this is a short video. Well, no, it won't be short. It'll be fairly long. But this is a video just talking over this build of goblins. I'm going to do one video for each build of goblins, which is going to take a really long time because there are fucking loads of them. Here's a little spoiler. This list is a large P.U.N.K engine for the P.U.N.K Gold Pride Goblin variant. I personally really enjoy this variant. It's 60 cards, as you can see. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of gas in the tank. Whether this is the best variant? Probably not. Is it a good variant? Yes. Is this list optimized? Probably not. But yeah, I'll try and do a very quick rundown of the card by card, and then a quick explanation of how it works. So we've got 1 Ogre Dance, 3 Foxy Toon, 1 Dano, 1 Charakusai, 1 Wagon, 1 Madam Spider, 3 Zearmin, 1 Extreme Session, 1 Dangerous Gabu, and 3 copies of E-Tally. Zearmin is an insane card. So you go Zearmin, add Foxy, Foxy summon Charakusai, make Rising Carp, summon Wagon and Dano, Wagon add Field Spell, activate Field Spell, Dragon Drive. You do a lot of you do a lot of plays. Or, alternatively, you can just go Zearmin add Foxy Toon summon Madam Spider. If you don't have any extra extenders, or you're really scared of a targeted negation on Rising Carp, then that makes a rank 3, which is Gabonga. Punks have very good synergy with Gold Prides, because Gold Prides like having lower life points than the opponent. So you've got 1 Rollable there, you don't really want to draw it. 3 Leon, you also don't really want to draw it, which sucks, because you have to play 3 of it, because of Start Your Engines revealing 3. However, it is not the worst draw in the deck, because only the on-field effect locks you into Gold Prides, and it's a level 3 extender. You got 3 Captain Carry, which searches the trap, and same thing, it summons itself from hand if your life points are lower. It does also have a graveyard effect, but that very rarely comes up, if ever. We've got 2 Better Luck Next Time, which adds a Gold Pride, it decreases your life points, and it draws cards. Insane card, but it's only a 2 of because it's searchable through the mainline combo. Then we've got the Goblins. We've got 3 Dug, 2 Clatter, 1 Boom, 1 Mean Merciless. I'm so used to the OCG names. Only got 2 Grand Entrance here. Grand Bash is playable. I'm not a massive fan of it. I feel like it doesn't come up in this variant too often. Dug, in the hand, it detaches a material on field to summon itself, and on summon it adds a Goblin Biker spell trap. Clatter detaches 1 on the opponent's turn from the graveyard to summon itself, and on summon it's Dianea, so it summons 1 from grave. Boom Mark, handle grave, detach 1, summon itself, quick effect during the main phase. Mean Merciless, it summons 1 from hand, but most importantly, it's a fiend for Tour Guide. So Tour Guide, we do have multiple targets, but you are almost always summoning Mean Merciless unless you've already got it in hand. So Tour Guide can summon Tour Guide or Captain Carry. But yeah, you always want to summon Mean Merciless. And other than Zearmin, Tour Guide is the best normal summon in the deck. Ideally, you want to open like Tour Guide E-Tally, that's a really good hand, or like even better, Terratop Tour Guide E-Tally. Then we got Terratop and Takatomborg. This is slightly worse than Tour Guide, because even though it summons itself for free, so it's you still play it, obviously, it's a really good card, it does play into Droll, which is a very big problem for not only this build of Goblins, but every build of Goblins. And we've got Full Armored XC as an engine requirement. It's not horrible to draw, because, you know, you can pitch it off of Foxy Toon, things like that, but it's pretty annoying to draw. Then for non-engine, we've got 3 Cash Fen. Because we're playing Punks, we can make Baron, and it's also just generically a good card. Then we've got 3 Velo, 3 Imperm, 3 Nib, and 1 Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is an E-Tally target or a Dragon Drive target, and it's not like... honestly, I think Ghost Ogre is decent in this format. Small World, it's a 60-card pile. I love Small World. Such a funny card. And Ghost Ogre bridges like everything into everything. It's actually insane. Then we've got Wielder and Tracker. I'm not playing Nyan Nyan just because it's a little bit... yeah, you probably should play Nyan Nyan in this build. As I said, this build probably isn't optimized, but I'm just not a massive fan of Nyan Nyan in this build. Now then, onto the extra deck. We've got Rising Carp, it's a double Lone Fire. We've got Amazing Dragon. I play Amazing Dragon over Pep just because I feel like you've got so much gas in the tank that you will almost never need Pep. Whereas Amazing Dragon, you can actually summon it off Leon, because Leon only needs to use Gold Prides, and 5, 3, and 3 makes 11, and this is completely generic. That does come up sometimes. Although you're usually making it through Dragon Drive and Charakuso. Dragon Drive, take a level 3 Psychic, add it to hand or send it to grave, and it can also come back, but that has never come up for me, but it's important to know. Pinballer. Loki, MVP. Love this card, it's so good. Non-targeting equips 2 or more, because you're always using at least 2, and if your life points are lower, it can't be negated. So they can Imperm it, and Imperm will resolve, and then you will equip their monsters, and then it will immediately go to grave. By game mechanic, so it doesn't trigger things like Mirror Jade or Sky Strike X-Ray. We've got 1 Chariot Carry, 1 Big Gabonga, we've got an XC Armor Torpedo, Fortress, and a Dark Knight Lancer, we've got SP Little Knight, we've got a Shura King, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. This could be Cicada King, but Cicada King doesn't stop Droll or Nib, which is so sad. We've got a Zeus and a Typhon. This extra deck, as you can see, it's super pressed for space. I was originally not playing Star Leon. I was originally playing Star Leon, but I decided that it just wasn't really worth it. For the side, I'm really bad at side decks, but this is what I've got at the moment. We've got 3 tactics, 2 thrust. 3 talents, 2 thrust. Talents is just like absolutely insane this format because end boards are very often ending on IP, which you can just steal. And yeah, it's a very good card. Thrust, the reason I'm only playing 2 is because I'm not playing that many thrust targets, because there's like Small World and Grand Entrance, but Grand Entrance isn't a 1-card combo. Soul Release is much worse if you thrust for it. Feather Duster is, it's nice, but it doesn't come up that much this format. You've got 3 Ash, 3 Cosmic, and then Feather Duster, Soul Release. Right, that's the deck profile. Let's jump into the games. Okay, so we're against this really weird build of Attic Nester. I don't know why I included this, but this was the first person I went against, so I just went with it. I was really scared of this deck, but the more they played, the more I realized they are playing a terrible deck. I was actually worried I wouldn't be able to out an Arrival Cyberse, because I don't think I do actually have an out. So we go Fenrir out Fenrir, normal summon Madam Spider, get the trap. Then we can make Baron here. Foxy Toon gets Zealman. Zealman adds, I believe we go for, Denote here. Small World into Sharakusai. I played, like, all of these games horribly. Like, this is an insanely greedy play here against 3 back row. Granted, none of these actually do anything. I also keep forgetting that Baron has an effect to, like, pop things, so I only just do that now. And then this is, like, full Goblin combo because we've made Kabonga. We get to attach their card. Super good. I love this engine so much. I'm having a lot of fun with it. As I said, I played this terribly. I should have made Chariot carry here, but I just didn't. Doesn't matter too much, but it's still, me being bad, basically. We make Chariot carry, we summon the Foxy Toon from hand, just because I couldn't be bothered to count, so I just make sure it's lethal like that, and that's a very, very quick game 1. So this time we're against Vanquish Soul. Their hand is honestly kind of insane, but so is ours. Ours is pretty good. It's kind of fragile, but that doesn't matter. They have drawn no hand traps, and we have drawn Tour Guide. As I said, Tour Guide is the best normal summon, so we summon the Mean Merciless. I shouldn't have summoned the Wielder here, but it doesn't really change too much. Because we've already got Dug in rotation, we get to search Clatter, and we make we make Bamboozling Gossip Shadow here. We get to add Boom Mark. We get to detach 1 to summon the Clatter. Clatter will bring back the Mean Merciless, and Mean Merciless will summon the Boom Mark. We go Mean Merciless and Clatter into Exeama Torpedo. Again, this should have been Chariot carry. Apparently, I'm really rusty with this deck. It's strange. We make Fortress, get the trap. We make the 7. We go Mean Merciless, detached, summon. I meant to detach... I meant to detach Fortress here, but I accidentally clicked the wrong one, so now this Bamboozling Gossip Shadow doesn't do anything, which is really annoying. But we make Chariot carry here instead. We search Rollerball because we've already got the trap card. Whether that's correct, it's what I did. So we summon Chariot, we summon Captain Carry here, we get a draw. We draw into Clatter, which, like, our hand is super... Our engine is really online, but it's kind of, like, mid. So we make Pinballer here. We do lose the rank 7. They go Heavy Borger, but because Pinballer doesn't target, it does not matter. We get the effect to try to attach here, and we succeed, but they have another extender in Stake Your Soul, which, honestly, I was pretty scared here, because this full armored XE is actually dead. Well, not entirely dead, but meaningfully dead, because it can make Chariot carry, and that's it, because Ashura King requires 3 materials, which I forgot. The biggest issue with this build is you have no extra deck space. We still make Chariot carry here to avoid the Class Exploder being banished. That was maybe a bit greedy, but it doesn't really matter too much. They make Typhon, which is absolutely terrible, because we just pop it on summon, and then we also get Captain Carry back here. And then in the end phase, Pinballer summons out Rollerballer, and we get another draw. And we know what this set card is logically, because they searched it. We do force it out immediately. Whether this was the right play, I'm not even sure. But because of the full armored XC equipped to the Gabonga. We do still have that, which is fine. There you go, Caesar Valius here. I don't know why they changed the Raisin, to be honest. So we detach a material, and then we force out the Caesar Valius immediately, so they have to pop a card on the field. They pop the Gabonga. But you might have noticed, we didn't use the Punk line turn 1, so we just have the full Punk combo here. Except for the Amazing Dragon, which we summoned. So maybe that wasn't correct. We go super low on life points here. I actually almost killed myself. But it's fine. We make Dragon Drive, we get a search. We bring back the Amazing Dragon, just literally to punch the Caesar Valius, because getting over 3k is a little bit iffy. We search Captain Carry here for an extra 3. We search the trap because we might as well. We get a draw. And then we make a Shuriken, which gives us an XE material. I was really struggling to get an XE material on board in this game state. So we make a Shuriken. We still have a target in deck for the normal spell, so we can just keep going. And we just have way over lethal here. And they surrender. Right, so this game we are against pure Snake Eye, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Well, Synchro Snake Eye. I don't know why Meow Mind's there. It's not a very good Snake Eye build, but this is the best of 3 versus meta, because I'm unoriginal and I'm stealing from Joseph. I shouldn't include this replay, because it's against a really bad pilot of a really bad build of Snake Eye, but this was the only Snake Eye player on Edo Pro. And I'm not even joking. I made a lobby asking for Snake Eye, and someone queued in with Relinquished. I was like, oh, it says I in the name, so it's fine! I'm not angry at all. Anyway, we're going first, I believe. This hand's pretty good. It doesn't actually play around any hand traps, which is scary. I guess it plays around, like, Ash on Tour Guide, but that's not very good. So we lead with Fenrir. We don't search to, you know, get goblins into rotation before we can get Droll, but they don't have Droll, clearly. Their hand is actually kind of crazy. But because we have the Mean Merciless into rotation, we get to add Clatter here, so our entire engine is immediately online. I know that I've been saying that I should be summoning Chariot Carry, which is correct, but summoning it to the extra monster zone is still wrong. And, yeah, I've been playing this deck terribly today. But as you'll see, it doesn't end up mattering. And because we didn't need to use that small world to search an extender, hang on. This is really bad. We drew Leon. We don't want to have Leon in hand. It's really frustrating. But yeah, because we didn't use Small World to search an extender, we can search a hand trap later. So we go rank 5. Oh, no, we search a Foxy Tune here to make Baron. Yeah, I forgot. And get an Imperm. Board is okay, but basically what this means is if we summoned Chariot Carry to the main monster zone, we could put the rank 7 up here, which would give us 3 zones, which means we could make a Shuriken, but I digress. So, as I said, suboptimally played. They drew Vela. I'm not sure if doing this was the right play here, because it does play into triple attack, but I didn't get punished for it, so I'm not too upset. We do imperm the Snake Eye Ash, because that's just a pretty good Snake Eye Ash target. They Anima, because I guess I wasn't playing around Anima like a bozo. We get to Gabonga, attach it, which is nice. But our zones are now completely full, so we can't start your engines. So, seriously, summoning that Chariot Carry up there, really big issue. So they go Dramatic Chase, place Diabell Star, OSS, send it. Summon Oak, summon Ash. They go Diabell Star here. Setting Wanted. They go Ash, send itself an Oak, which in my opinion they shouldn't have done, because that way if what they summoned got attached, they could have used the other Snake Eye and like any... No, maybe it didn't matter. I chained the trap here, which was wrong, because I thought that they were going to summon Flamberge, but they didn't. That was, you know, I'm a really good pilot. Poplar search. We still attach the Poplar to get it out of rotation, and then they concede. Game 2. Right, as you can see here, we have finally drawn hand traps and non-engine and such, but our engine is pretty weak here. This is full combo because Mean Merciless, Summon Clatter, the 2 level 3s, you know? And it's an extender because we've got better luck next time, but it's still like a weird hand. And these aren't the most impactful non-engine against Snake Eye. They wait till main phase to Wanted, which is just wrong. Ugh. The way this guy played it just really bothers me. Anyway, so they go Linkaribo, Parallel Exceed. They discard 1 for the Diabell Star. They send the OSS. I really like holding Ash for the -2 effect of one of the Snake Eyes. Whether it's correct, I'm not really sure, because I'm not very good at this format. They place the Flamberge, we Ash. They Poplar place itself. They draw 2. They draw into another triple attack and another Snash, brilliant. They draw 1 more. They banish the Oak. They go Promethean here. They go Promethean, bring back Ash. They wanted to bring back Oak here, but they didn't realize that they didn't have it in rotation because I ashed the Snake Eye Ash. And then they just played the rest of this turn really poorly. So they link Promethean into Sunlight Wolf, and then make IP, Sunlight Wolf add back Kurakara, and they pass. Which is interesting. So drawing Captain Carry is pretty good here, because we've got Cosmic to make it live, and this also means that we can search Leon to just have an extra 3 extender. So we Mean Merciless, we Cosmic the Flamberge, which is really nice. We summon the Clatter. They go Prom, blow it up. See, they didn't realize that if Prom didn't blow up both targets, it would still summon. So they don't chain the IP to make, like, Apo here. And then they realized at this point that they couldn't use IP. And I know this because I was talking to them. We have an extender because our life points are lower. We make Kabonga, we add Doug, and then this is full Goblin line with, I believe, no further interaction from our opponent. Wait, are they not playing Ambler Whale? They aren't playing Ambler Whale. Really interesting, interesting deck building decision. We get the trap. We do this. I do misplay this slightly because, of course I do, but because we drew the extender, it doesn't matter. And we get to summon the Leon to make a Shuriken here for a nice, easy, lethal push. Yeah, way over lethal. Plenty of damage. Right, we're back with the deck. And as you saw, you know, those weren't the best games to, like, show off how good this deck is. And I'm not the best pilot to show off how good this deck is. But, you know, I think you can kind of see that there's a lot of gas in the tank. This deck does struggle for non-engine room in this build, which is really bad this format. It also dies to Droll, can play around Nib, but it kind of struggles to. So this format, I wouldn't say it's a great choice. But it's a decent rogue option, in my opinion, and I really enjoy 60-card piles like this, where everything is gas. But yeah, that's my final thoughts. Thanks for watching. There will be more variants in the future. Bye-bye.